Hi, Scott again, and I finally got my BioPod in the mail today. It's June 2nd, 2012. Just showed up, so what I'm going to do is unpack it and we'll take a look around at the parts. I'll be right back. Alright, so I've unpacked it. Let's go over the parts. The green piece here is called a filter. That actually keeps the grubs up on top of the food source without falling through to the bottom easily. And this fits underneath, this screen actually fits underneath the whole unit. So the green pad there will go on top of that filter, or that screen I should say. To the right hand side we have the lid with a cover on it that rotates to the side, and that fits on top of here. And I'll just get a little bit closer so you can see what we have. Inside the unit you can see that the filter and the screen fit right on the bottom. And on the back, way down there at the bottom, is a hole where excess moisture comes out and is drained out the back through this tube. And that tube has a shutoff valve attached to it. So I'm going to put it together here, and actually, well, let's just go back over it real quick. You can see that there's ramps up here on the top, and when the grubs get to past their eating stage of their life and they're getting ready to pupate, they will crawl up the ramps. In nature, what they do is escape the food source, so they'd crawl away from the food source to escape it. And in this setup, what they'll do is walk up that ramp, and they'll actually, let me get around to the other side, they'll actually walk up into that slot area where they'll fall into this collection cup, which is in the front. This collection cup comes out, and you can see that they fall through the slot into the collection cup, and that's where we harvest them. So the plan is to split up my existing colony and put about half in this colony and half in the other. So at last count, when I first got the colony, there was 1,000 grubs, and it's been about 2 weeks now. I'm not sure if all of them are still alive. I haven't seen any that are deceased, but in that it's pretty dark in there, so it's hard to tell. I don't plan on counting each one of them. What I'll do is kind of eyeball half and half, and we'll put half of them in here and half of them in the other collection container, the other composter, and see what happens. So I'm going to put this whole thing together. There's some parts in this. You can see that bag over in the front that I have to put some parts together, like the lid, and especially back here, so into the drainage. Once I'm done with that, I'll put the whole unit together and split the colony, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like.